How's it going, guys? It's Rad. So yeah, the Monday Night Raw review from last night. So let's get it started. Raw started off with Braun Strowman coming out to the ring. He went and said he was going to tell a short story about a beast and a machine meeting a monster, and what the ending would be that the monster would stand tall over both of them. Then Kurt Angle would come out, accompanied with security. He talked about what Braun did with the grappling hook and the stage thing, saying that Braun's been written up for unsafe working environment and causing thousands of dollars in damage. And yeah, I actually believe thousands of dollars of damage is right, because that equipment is worth a couple thousand what he did. The stage setup, those little production cases that hold the equipment, like, that's some big money. But you know, let's be real, Braun's a fucking millionaire. He could probably afford it. And then Kurt goes on and says how Braun should be lucky that Kane and Brock Lesnar don't suffer any big injuries and are still able to wrestle for the title at Royal Rumble. But he said Braun would not be part of that match because Braun has been officially fired. I was like, you gotta be shitting me. You're gonna fire Braun for that? For fuck's sakes. And as bad as some of the stuff he already did, for crying out loud. Yet Roman Reigns still has a job for what he did at Great Balls of Bullshit. It is what it is. So yeah, Braun is then escorted out of the ring by security. We go backstage. Braun heads to the door. The security guard puts his hand on him and tells Braun he has to leave. So then Braun goes on a rampage and destroys all 6 security guards in one go. I was like, you shouldn't have done that, motherfucker. You don't piss Braun off. Then Braun said he's not leaving until everyone feels these hands. So then after that, we get a one-on-one match. We get Sheamus and Cesaro versus Titus Worldwide. A rematch of last week when Titus Worldwide shocked the goddamn world. Really a back-and-forth match. In the end, when Sheamus and Cesaro were about to hit the finish, Jason Jordan would come out on the stage. His music would hit. This fucktard comes out to give a distraction, which would allow Apollo Crews, to get the roll up on Sheamus and get the 3 count for the win again. I was like, so now this fucktard is costing Sheamus and Cesaro wins. Yeah, good idea. Piss him off, you dumbass. So then we go backstage. Braun is looking for Kurt Angle's office. Braun kicks the door down, and long story short, he destroys Kurt Angle's office, destroying the tables, chairs, the little TV monitor, and all the posters on the wall. He leaves. Then next we get a cruiserweight match. We get Drew Gulak with Enzo Amore at ringside. Enzo will cut a promo because now Enzo will be facing Cedric Alexander for the cruiserweight title at the Royal Rumble. Bad ankle and all. Then Cedric Alexander will come out with Goldust that went with him. I'm still trying to figure out how Goldust is in this cruiserweight division. Like, isn't the max limit 205 pounds? Because last I checked, Goldust was like 230 pounds, I think. He must have lost a lot of weight during this time off. Damn. If that's the case. Jeez. Or they increased the limit. I don't know. Someone's going to need to tell me a rule I don't know. So, yeah. Also, earlier tonight, in the Kurt Angle segment, the fans were doing a dumb what chants. It's like, seriously? You couldn't wait one more week for Stone Cold? You have to do the what chants now? For fuck's sakes. Stone Cold will be on Raw next week. You can wait. For crying out loud. During the match, the match would start in commercial. When we get out of commercial, instead of going to the match, we go to another backstage segment. We have the catering area. And then everyone was told that Braun was on his way. Braun would destroy the tables. He put Kurt Hawkins through a catering table. And then one of the catering guys that had a cake with him, Braun would just look at him, take a slice of cake, and walk away. And then we cut back to the match. So yeah, anyone taking note? We found Braun Strowman's weakness. Feed him cake. It wasn't just any cake. I believe it's like a chocolate funnel cake. So yeah, if you want to find Brock's weakness, just feed him fucking cake. But yeah, I don't blame WWE for wanting to go to a backstage segment during a cruiserweight match, because the cruiserweight division is a giant load of crap. It sucks. Yeah, boring match in the end. Cedric would hit the backbreaker and get the 3 count for the win. So, okay. So, yeah, then we go back to the backstage area. We go to the production trucks. Because Kurt Angle was looking at the damage in his office that Braun did, and then Kurt was told that Braun was heading right for the production trucks. And then Braun would get there. He asked everybody in the production truck what the buttons do, and told everyone leave. So then Braun would walk out. He back a semi-truck right up to it. He get out, and to make a long story short, he flips the fucking semi onto its side. I was like, Jesus Christ. Now this one, no, Braun, I don't care how much Braun can deadlift. I don't care if Strowman could deadlift 2,000 pounds. There's no way in fuck he is strong enough to lift that truck on his own. I already know they had a crane or a rope somewhere on the other side of the truck to help assist Braun with flipping the truck on his side. Braun would then come out to ringside, head right for the announcer table. Booker T and Corey Grace were able to get the fuck out of there. Michael Cole wasn't. And then Braun Strowman would grab Michael Cole by the belt. I was like, yeah, kick his ass. Because earlier tonight, Michael Cole was trash talking Braun, saying Braun should be arrested and put in jail. It's like, this is what happens when you talk shit about somebody and they find you. You get your ass kicked. So Braun's about to throw Michael Cole off the stage. Then Kurt Angle says that Braun has officially been rehired and put back in the title match as long as he doesn't hurt Michael Cole. So then he begins to walk away. Then Michael Cole decides to crawl right to him. Braun looks, and then Braun grabs Michael Cole and throws him right into the 6 security guards he beat the crap out of an hour earlier. So yeah, in a span of 1 hour, Braun went from being fired to rehired. Because Kurt Angle will be like, Braun Strowman flipped a semi-truck, fuck it, he's back. So yeah. And then Michael Cole would end up getting an injury. It's like, you fucking pussy. You were thrown into 6 security guards, and those guards were a fucking meat shield for you. You fucking pussy. Grow a pair of balls. So for the rest of the night, he was replaced by Tom Phillips. So back to the show itself. Now, we get a one-on-one match. We get Asuka versus Nia Jax. This was a good match back and forth. The ending would end up with both of them at ringside. Nia Jax is on the stairs. Asuka would kick from behind Nia Jax's leg. Nia's leg would get caught between the stairs and the ring post. Looks like a hyperextension. Nia was able to get back in the ring for the 10 count. But as soon as Nia got up on her feet, she fell right down. Apparently she can't stand on her own power. Forcing an injury forfeit. So Asuka wins the match by injury forfeit. So it's like Asuka was going to win regardless. And oh crap. Here we go. There, the light just turned out. Now it's back on. So yeah. Next up we get a 2-on-1 handicap match. We get The Miz Taraj, Bo Dallas, and Curtis Axel. They would be introduced with Elias Sampson doing another song for them. Then Miz, of course, is cutting a promo for his Raw 25 match against Roman Reigns next week for the Intercontinental title, saying he's bringing that title home. Then boring fuckface comes out. Boring fuckface does his boring walk to the ring, I think his reaction was obviously edited. Because I bet you the boos were a lot louder in the building than they were on TV. They were trying to mute the crowd. Roman goes on the stage, does his little boring entrance. And the funny thing is, Pete, the WWE producer, are like, Roman's only out there to get a reaction. If he get booed, he's getting a reaction. Here's a good question for you producing dumb shits. If Roman's out there to get a reaction, then why are you muting the crowd? Like, Jesus Christ. Quit pulling excuses, you fucking idiots. Tell the fucking truth. So yeah, boring match. Roman, most of the match, was being distracted by The Miz instead of focusing on the task at hand. Miz Taraj was... No, they were good for the most part. Roman Reigns, of course, would do the comeback. He'd do 8 of the 10 boring clotheslines in the corner. He did do an elbow and then a clothesline to Bo Dallas. And then ringside, like, Roman would grab Miz's coat. He would also hit a Superman punch on Curtis Axel, chase The Miz, grab his coat. Bo Dallas would get a 2 count from a roll-up. Roman would bounce off the rope and hit a spear and get the 3 count for the win. So despite this bullshit, Roman wins because it's Roman fucking Reigns. He's Vince's golden boy. So yeah, fuck this. Next up, we get a one-on-one women's match. We get Sasha Banks versus Sonya Deville. Of course, with Sasha's corner, you know, you had Bayley and Mickie James, and of course, for Sonya Deville, you have Mandy Rose and Paige Absolution. And really, Sasha, she got a mixed reaction from the crowd because if anyone didn't hear over the weekend, Sasha gave Sasha Banks injured Paige with a horse kick at a house show. And now they're saying Paige has cervical spinal stenosis and that her in-ring career could be over. Now, if anyone doesn't know what in-ring cervical spinal stenosis is, it was the same injury Edge suffered back in 2011 when he was forced to retire. So yeah, Paige might be getting forced to retire now. Of course, though, this one hurts a lot more than the Edge one, because when Edge got it, he was at a point, he was 36. You know, of course now he's like 42, 43. And he was at a point in his career at that point to where he's accomplished everything he wanted. Paige, though, she's 25. And she still has a lot left in the tank. It's like, this sucks if she's forced to retire. Back and forth. It was really a quick match. Sonya Deville would hit the kick, her finishing move, and get the 3 count on Sasha for the win. I was like, whoa. Damn. Making a statement. Next up, we get another match. We get Broken Matt Hardy versus Heath Slater, with Rhino at ringside. Of course, you know, Rhino's trying to toughen Heath up. When Broken Matt Hardy, it was back and forth. In the end, Broken Matt Hardy would hit the twist of fate, get the 3 count for the win, and deletes Heath Slater. Also, another thing they're doing, they're now muting the crowd in the entrance for the fucking delete chants. Like, it's clear, Vince McMahon does not want us to have fun anymore. He wants this show to be boring, and he wants to run the ground. Like, can Vince McMahon fucking die or retire already, for fuck's sakes? God damn it. I don't wish death on people much, but I'm about ready to make an exception for this case. So yeah, next up, we get the main event. Also, before the main event, I should mention, WWE officially announces its first inductee into the Hall of Fame for class of 2018. The headliner, one of the original members of the Monday Night War, Goldberg, is going to the Hall of Fame. That's right, you heard it here. Bill fucking Goldberg is going to be in the 2018 Hall of Fame class. This Hall of Fame class could be good. Just do a few things. Induct Owen Hart, Chris Benoit, and China. Induct those 3, you asshole. Fuck you, Vince. So yeah, next we get our main event. It'd be Seth Rollins versus Finn Balor. Finn Balor would have Gallows and Anderson of the Balor Club in his corner, and Seth Rollins would have Jason Jordan in his corner. Really good match, back and forth. The ending would have Sheamus and Cesaro come out to, you know, get payback on Jason Jordan from earlier. Of course, when Sheamus and Cesaro went to attack Jason, they instead attacked the Gallows and Anderson. While the ref was distracted, Jason Jordan would pull out Finn Balor's feet, and then Seth Rollins would hit the curb stomp. The curb stomp. I thought that move was banned. What the hell? Seth hit the curb stomp and got the 3 count for the win. I thought that move was banned. But I think Seth Rollins says, fuck you, Vince. And I also say fuck you to Vince McMahon, too. So Seth wins with a banned move. The curb stomp. Like, I guess it's back. I don't know, it's a more effective finisher. Everyone's been asking for it back. So yeah, Seth gave you your wish tonight. Of course, Finn would slowly get up. You know, because, you know, he was driven to the fucking ring head first. And that's where we end Raw. Pretty decent show for once. 3 out of 10. 3 out of 10, you know, there's still some flaws. Actually, not 3 out of 10. I'll give it a 5. A 5 out of 10. It was pretty good. It's been the best Raw so far this year. And of course, next week is Raw 25, which will be in Brooklyn, New York, where we're celebrating the 25th anniversary on Monday Night Raw. I know that Jordan95 Wrestling is going. Shout out to him, by the way. Go check his channel out. So yeah, hope you have fun, buddy. I'm not sure what center you'll be in, whether it be the Brooklyn Center or Barclays Center or the Manhattan Center. Like the Legends are gonna be in the Manhattan Center, and the main roster wrestlers will be in the Barclays Center in Brooklyn, New York. So yeah, that's all I gotta say. Hope everyone has a great day. And yeah, peace out.